Okay, I know the crime rate is rising in Atlanta, but we don't want it to be at any of Kandi's restaurants.
It's nothing more scary than hearing that something like that happened at your business.
We don't know when we go to Old Lady Gang if we're going to get biscuits or bullets.
It's Justin Diego back with another Bingeworthy video. And today, we have to discuss this really heated moment between Kandi and Marlo that Bravo just teased on the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 15, Episode 3, because this is a conversation that really needs to be had.
You guys go drag me for this, huh? Okay.
If you've been watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 15, you probably are already familiar with this really awkward moment from when producers broke the fourth wall to try and talk about a really unfortunate situation that went down at Kandi's restaurant last year.
We're not going to talk about the elephant in the room?
What?
We
We're not talking about it.
Because of the legal situation.
Okay.
They better not embarrass me.
And I was kind of confused about what was really going on because Kandi and Todd have both been in this game long enough to know that if they have your cousin Melvin show up with his arm in a sling, child, back to the place that he just got shot for a sit down with the both of you guys? Why are y'all trying to act like y'all are surprised? Baby, we about to get into some things.
And this is not any shade. It's just facts.
Don't be afraid of the dark. Be careful with stars. Not every light is gonna guide you, baby. Don't let them rain on your spark. Keep it close to your heart. All of the pressure's gonna drive you crazy. Not every light is gonna guide you.
Right now, police are trying to find a celebrity restaurant employee accused of shooting a co-worker. Police say this all happened at Blaze Seafood on Cascade Road.
Inside a popular Metro Atlanta restaurant owned by singer-songwriter Kandi Burruss.
Oh my God.
So you just got
That's scary. That's scary.
The restaurant is owned by Real Housewives of Atlanta stars Kandi Burruss and her husband, Todd Tucker. Atlanta police say this all started as some sort of argument between the two employees at the restaurant. Eventually, one of them pulled out a gun and fired, shooting the victim in the arm.
Let's get home.
That suspect took off before police got there.
If you've been following my channel and being a loyal binge watcher, then you already know what happened last year at Kandi's restaurant. And you already know when I heard about the news, I was so shook when I got a Google alert with a headline reading, "Employee shoots coworker at restaurant owned by Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kandi Burruss." And at first, I thought that this alert was a glitch and Google had randomly pushed an alert from like 2 years ago talking about a shooting that happened in 2020 at the OLG. But I was wrong. Oh my God, y'all, who are all these mad people with all of these guns? And like, why are they always getting a job at Kandi's restaurants? My goodness, when fans ask, are y'all shooting? We're talking about filming a show. Sheesh. But no, really, y'all. I should have actually watched Kandi's spinoff, Kandi and the Gang, after all, because I didn't imagine that they would still be getting down like this at Kandi's restaurant after getting them Bravo checks. But then I realized that this incident didn't even happen at the Old Lady Trap House. This time, the newest restaurant, Blaze, is the one in the news.
Atlanta police say this all started as some sort of argument between the two employees at the restaurant. Eventually, one of them pulled out a gun and fired, shooting the victim in the arm.
And I can't help but feel bad for Todd and Kandi Burruss because when something like this happens at your business, you are automatically the focus of all the headlines. So I had to clock in right away and put the pieces together. Okay, so here's what happened. According to South Fulton police, shots were fired early into the night on Wednesday at the Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kandi Burruss' restaurant, Blaze. The sad news is that one of her employees was actually struck on the job at Blaze Steakhouse in Atlanta, Georgia, when he got into a heated discussion with another man that also works at the restaurant. According to police, one thing led to the other and the situation got so heated that one of the workers lost his temper and pulled out a Glock and sent a couple of bullets flying across the restaurant, y'all. Aunt Bertha's grandson, who is Kandi's cousin, Melvin, was later identified as one of the people involved in the altercation. And I already know Aunt Bertha is having a fit. Thank God we were able to find out that Melvin, who has also made appearances on Kandi's spinoff show, was not the one that actually fired the rounds. Instead, he was actually taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. And Melvin later added photos from the hospital to his IG story, captioning one of them, "Still here cause Granny be praying for me," with Granny being Aunt Bertha, of course.
Find me a church.
All I know is whoever shot Aunt Bertha's grandson, boy, you might as well just go ahead and quit. You know, no call, no show, no coming back to collect no last check, because it is not even worth it at this point. Because I know for sure that Aunt Bertha gonna get into your behind about hers.
I'm not for the bullshit. I'm not.
Not me aiding in the bed in a fugitive, or at least trying to give a fugitive advice to stay on the run. This mess is just way too ghetto for me. I thought that South Fulton was like the upper echelon, where Sheree was probably gonna be outside Chick-fil-A selling her next collection. Fast forward to the latest episode, and you see that Kandi shuts down this conversation again when the girls start trying to talk about that shady situation.
Kandi, what's going on with Blaze? Because we were at Blaze 2 days before.
Before what happened?
And Marlo was being so petty.
There was like an incident. It was like all over the news.
You talking about the shooting that happened at Blaze?
They're fine.
And Kandi was not feeling it because she had already told our big heads that she ain't about to talk about that. And we ain't got no choice but to move on.
It was a private matter. Okay, I'm going to go home, you guys, because as I say, Kandi Burruss can talk about what she wants, so y'all stop talking about
let's talk about when you cut the girl in the face thing.
Yeah, this scene was so awkward because you can tell that there was a hidden agenda, and Marlo really wanted to make sure that this bad news made the final edit, so Kandi definitely matched her energy.
Everyone loves to bring up things with my past. Allegedly me dating the old white men, my mugshots, my mom, the boys. But when it comes to Kandi, they get that broom, the little Swiffer, and they just sweep it right up underneath the rug.
But some Housewives fans actually agree with Marlo, siding with her in the comment section, tweeting, "Marlo honestly clocked that tea." And another fan responded, "Them bringing up Marlo's mugshots is getting tired, ... especially because she owns it." Before this one Kenya fan chimed in responding, "Marlo is right about this one thing." And another fan reluctantly agreeing with Marlo as well, tweeting, "Hate to say it, but Marlo is correct. And how many times are they gonna bring up Marlo's past, ? It's old, and it has been brought up plenty of times." Before Marlo's friend joined the conversation responding, "Y'all love to hate Marlo. Stop letting Kandi rest easy and coast by, ! More to come."
I'ma keep winning, winning. I'ma keep winning, winning. I'ma keep winning, winning.
These comments have been all over the place, with lots of people actually agreeing with Marlo Hampton, even though they don't always rock with everything she does. But even still, Team Kandi definitely came through to defend their queen, responding, "Wasn't it a legal matter at the time they was filming ... She literally can't speak on it." And another fan responding, "Kandi is the most open person on the show. We literally don't know anything about Marlo, and she's been here for years. We don't even know what Marlo does for real, so she really has a lot of nerves saying that Kandi doesn't want to talk about her life." Before this one Kandi fan chimed in responding, "Why does Kandi have to share stuff with Marlo, ? Marlo isn't her friend. I'm pretty sure she told her real friends what happened already." with a petty Marlo fan responding, "Cause she on the show, highest paid, and worldwide." Before Team Kandi steered the conversation back to reality, responding, "If anyone has been the most transparent on the show, it's Kandi. Hell, her fans come down on her all the time because she's too damn honest. Ain't nobody sweeping nothing under the rug. Go away, Marlo." And another fan responding, "Kandi has been on the show for 13 plus years. She hasn't been there the longest without sharing her life. Marlo just got a peach and barely got skin in the game. She needs to share a little more and then try again."
Oh.
While I do understand exactly why Kandi decided to bring up Marlo's past incident that has never really been discussed in detail on the show, I have to agree with fans that are saying that it's kind of pointless for people to keep bringing it up simply because of the fact that Marlo really owns it, and I feel like the people who has never really wanted it out there has more so been the network. Because, I mean, come on. I feel like Kandi was like, "Girl, look, if you gonna try and drag me or try to expose me or whatever little petty stuff you're trying to do to give the editors something to work with, I'm gonna give the editors something to work with too." Because it's so obvious that Marlo was purposely playing stupid when Drew was tiptoeing around the situation after producers probably told Drew to ask Kandi what happened. This is just another one of those moments where the resentment that some of these girls have towards Kandi have just creeped out. And I just feel like it's just gonna keep playing itself out for the rest of the season, because resentment is not just a Beyonce song. It's a horrible thing to have resentment towards somebody who, I don't know where I was going with that. I thought about Beyonce and lost track of mine. Anyways, comment right now and tell me what you guys think about all this. Do you think that it's about time someone called Kandi out for self-producing and refusing to talk about some of her bad news? Or do you think this is just a case of Marlo being a classic hater? Also, let me know if you're happy with the way this season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta is continuing to roll out. Thanks so much for watching this video all the way to the end. If you want the full scoop about what happened at Kandi's restaurant, be sure to go back and watch that Bingeworthy video after you finish this one. I absolutely love it when my videos from the past can be used as historical artifacts when Bravo tries to be slick and keep things from us. So yeah, check that video out and let me know what you guys think. Anyways, thanks again for watching this video. I will see y'all shooters on the next one. Big bands feeling generous. Got a big house, that's my preference. Sitting pretty at the top, Mount Everest. Yeah, I'm bossy, dripping sauce. Cash spells like I'm Severus. Puffing on the best aspect.